I'm so excited. I know exactly what's in this box. It's my new Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone set. I've been working on improving my audio so that you, my audience, can hear me better. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear my computer rattling in the background. The fan is running for some reason. And I think having a pair of wireless microphones is going to be so helpful because I will be able to wear a microphone when I'm talking and be able to elevate my voice over background noises. So let's open this box and see what's inside. Wow! One little box inside this big box. What a beautiful package. I can't wait to see how these microphones work. Okay. It looks like a break the seal kind of package up here. There's no other way to open it besides breaking the seal, and let's do that. All right. And now you can see inside, we've got a nice case and the microphones. So this set comes with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, plus 3 little cute little muffs for wind noise reduction, and they screw onto the top. We've got a nice little carrying case here. I'm assuming it will hold everything. We have our cables. These microphones are able to be used with a camera or with an iPhone, and you just need to make sure you use the appropriate cables. So this would be the one that goes with the camera. And here are 3 other cables, so I assume for the receiver and the 2 transmitters. So let's pull one of these out and look at it. It's turned off, and here's the little speaker up on the top and the little muff. I believe you take it and you just do a quarter turn and it screws on. Then take it off, you quarter turn it back, and you can pull this off. Let's turn this on. Let's push the bottom button. Do I need to hold it for a while? I can see the blue lights were flashing. Okay, now the battery light the second light is the battery, and it's blinking, so it might need to be charged before I can actually use these. So I'm gonna go charge these and then we'll come back to this. So this is my battery charging station. I have my small Sony camera battery charger, my large Sony camera battery charger, I have my iPad charger, and I have my aperture light charger. And this is the cable that I purchased. It's a triple charging cable for my Rode Wireless Go 2 mics because it doesn't come with 3 charging cables, and this way I can charge them all at the same time. I have my receiver and my 2 transmitters. I have not taken the sticker off this one because this is channel 2 and I wanted to differentiate between channel 1 and channel 2. So this is where I keep all my cables. And now I want to tell you a few more things about these mics. Now that my receiver and 2 transmitters are charged, I'm going to show you how to get started really quickly. The first thing you need to do is turn it on. This is the on button. You would put on the receiver first. The receiver is the one that has the screen on front, and it has 2 channels for the 2 transmitters. They are both empty right now because they are not turned on. Now I'm going to turn on my first transmitter, and I hold the button until I see a blue light appearing, and then when I'm talking you can see this green bar going up with my words, and that shows that this is working. It shows up as channel 1, and so I can tell that this is transmitter 1. I'm going to turn on transmitter 2 by holding this button at the bottom for a few seconds until this blue bar lights up. Okay, and then channel 2 has now appeared. And you don't see them separate here because I've turned these to merged on my Rode Central. That is the app that you need to download, and you can look at settings there. I'll show you in a minute the settings that you can select there. When I want to select a particular transmitter to change settings on, I need to push on this little link button here, and you'll see a square pops up. You can toggle between channel 1 and channel 2, or turn it off. So that way you can select certain functions on each of these. Now, I've set it up on Rode Central to be able to record by pushing the bottom button. There's a dimming feature that you can also set in Road Central so that you don't wear down your battery faster, and after 10 seconds of not touching things, see that light went dim? I have mine set to that as well. You can choose whether you want to have 2 different tracks. There are 2 receivers, so if you are talking to another person and recording at the same time, and one person's voice is louder than the other, then you can easily modulate that when you're going into your video editing software, and you can pull the volume down or higher or mute it whenever somebody coughs or sneezes or something like that. So I find that very, very helpful. So how you would use these is you can take the receiver and you can hook it onto your camera. So I have here my Sony camera, and I need to plug it in with a 3.5 TRS cable. This is the one that has the 2 lines here. Click that in and make sure that you have plugged this into your microphone port, not into your headphone jack. When I first got my camera, I was plugging in a shotgun mic to this one instead of this one, but that's a rookie mistake. And you also want to slide this on top, this little bracket right here, this little clip. The clip on the back of the Rode fits really nicely into the hot shoe up here. So now that I have that up there, you want to take the transmitter that you'll be using and just pretend that this is my shirt. This is actually my painting apron, and you can slide this onto it. You want to have this microphone within, I'd say within 6 inches of the person's mouth who's speaking, so it can pick up all the sounds as nicely as possible. And that's all there is to it.
So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to Rode.com and download Rode Central. Here it is. I have a Mac, so I'm going to click on Mac and wait for the download to finish downloading. All right. When it's finished, I'm going to click on it, and it's a box pops up. Do I want to install it? Yes. Okay. Now I push continue, and then I need to read the software license agreement, and I pretend to read it, scroll down to the bottom and click continue, and I click agree. Then yes, I want to install. It asks for my computer password, and now it is installing Rode Central. It was successful. Move that to trash, and now I need to go find Rode Central, and I can find that in my applications folder on my computer. So let's go down here to the Finder window to Applications, and I need to scroll down until I find Rode Central. I've also already installed Rode Connect here, but I click on Rode Central and a box should pop up. There it is. Okay, great. Now it says please connect a Rode device to get started.
The first thing I want to do is plug this in, and then plug this into my port. It turns on here and it shows up on the computer, and then I want to plug in my second one. And that shows up as well.
The RX refers to the receiver and the TX refers to the transmitter. I think of RX as receiver. And that bottom part right there shows you can refer to each device by clicking on the bottom box. Now, over here on the receiver, there's settings. There's backlight. You can turn it on and off. You can also go to gain mode, which you can also tinker with that on your camera. And then you can tinker on it here. I like to keep my gain mode on medium, so let's set it on medium. And then we can go over here to the merged or split. Those are the 2 tracks I was talking about. I like to keep it on merged. And then safety channel off or on. Your transmitter will save a file, save your files, a duplicate. And then the backlight, you can turn it on or off. And then let's go to the other device. This is the transmitter, and it says no recordings available, and there's the setting gear. So when you click on that, these are the settings that come up. This is the important button. Make sure it is not turned off. You can leave it on always so that anytime you turn it on, it records, or you can keep it on just the button to turn it on. And then this pad here is a sensitive setting that you can dial things back or on. This is the record button that you can program that button to be either record or flag, a marker flag, or mute button. So if somebody's coughing, they can mute themselves. I like to keep it on record. Over here is the dim, the LED. You can make it bright or dim. This shows your battery percentage, what you have left, and the power toggle, and then this area shows you how many hours you have remaining, as well as the files that you've already recorded. This is where you dump them into the trash. So I have here my Rode receiver, my Rode transmitter, and now I want to quickly record something on this one so that I can show you where the files show up. I'm going to click on this bottom link button, and it shows me that I'm working on channel 1 here with my transmitter, and I'm going to push this and a record button should show up. And record shows up that it's recording the audio that I am now speaking right now. You can see the green bar dancing as I talk with my loud speech. And this is the audio file that we're going to quickly download to our Rode Central so that you can see where the audio files show up. So let me turn it back off. I'm going to push this button, which I've just programmed to be on record. Turn it off. The record button disappears, and let's go connect this to our computer right now. I'm going to connect it to this cable, and you only need to connect the transmitter, not the receiver, when you are going to download your audio files, because because audio files are stored on your transmitter, not your receiver. And transmitter has a T, think of T for talking, and the receiver has the RX. So let's click on this. It says select a device to get started. Okay, there are the two files. They show up right here. And if I want to export these files, I can click on all, or I can click on, let's see, none. I can click on each individual file as well. I don't really want to save these, so I'm going to select all, and I'm going to go into settings, back into the gear to get rid of these. I'm going to delete these because I just made these just to show you where the files show up. So let's hit the delete button, and yes, delete them all, and that's all there is to it. That's how simple it is to download your audio files. Thanks for watching, and go make some art today. I've been saving this for a special occasion, and I think getting these things in the mail is a perfect occasion to eat my very last marzipan chocolate. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and go make some art today.